Today I'm going to review another autofocus lens from AstrHori, the new 85mm f1.8 Mark II that brings some welcomed improvements over their first 85mm lens. Hello everyone, my name is Andrei Dima, I'm a professional travel photographer and I love reviewing lenses in beautiful locations, so if that is your thing, subscribe. The first thing I saw improved from the first 85mm is the build quality. The Mark I was nice, but this one looks and feels like a step forward. The lens is built from metal with a metal mount that has an USB Type-C port for future updates. Sadly, no rubber gasket because this lens is not weather sealed. The aperture ring is made from metal, it is declicked, well damped and it turns smoothly. What I wish it did better is a firmer lock in place when you put it in A mode. It stays in place but it is easy to move. The focus ring again is made from metal with the same nice texture as the aperture ring. It turns smoothly and it is nice to use. The lens has a nice black smooth finish with engraved markings and a very simple design that would fit any camera pretty well. I like that they didn't put a big logo on the lens. The branding can be found on the plastic lens hood and it is quite nice for a budget lens, and on the bottom part. The lens has an AF/MF switch on the side and a function button that can be customized to improve your shooting experience. The filter thread is 62mm and the minimum focus distance is 80 cm, closer than most budget 85mm lenses, but more on this later. The optical structure is 10 elements in 7 groups and it has 10 aperture blades. And the lens weighs 440 grams. The autofocus is decently fast for a lens like this. While I used it, it was precise and I missed just 3 shots in a crowded location, so that is very good. The autofocus for video works nice and smoothly. I had no hunting problems or pulsing in the background. Too bad that it has visible focus breathing, otherwise it would have been a nice video lens. Still usable though. The image quality of this lens is surprisingly good, starting from f1.8, good contrast and good sharpness in the middle of the frame. For a budget lens, an exceptional performance, and the great news is that the corners look good as well, not as sharp, but pretty sharp. Stop the lens down to f2.8 and the image quality is quite impressive from corner to corner. The contrast and details are great. Stopping the lens down further to f4 will just make the corners brighter and with better contrast. A good performance. Chromatic aberrations are very well controlled, wide open. Longitudinal chromatic aberrations are visible at f1.8, less visible at f2.8, and it goes away at f4. Flares are well controlled as well for a budget lens, but I would recommend keeping the lens hood on if you shoot in bright conditions, otherwise you will lose some contrast in your. If you like sun stars on short telephoto lenses, you are going to be happy with this one. You get some decent looking sun stars from f8, they look better at f11 or f16. The minimum focus distance is 80 cm as I said earlier, and that is good for a budget lens. At f1.8 the image quality is a bit soft, it improves at f2.8 and it gets sharp at f4. The bokeh of the lens is nice, it has a cat's eye effect in the corners and the transition from in-focus to out-of-focus is nice and smooth. Overall, a good option for beginners or people on a budget. Very good build quality, nice metal rings, the autofocus is good and reliable in both photo and video. And the image quality is impressive for a lens that costs around $300. I think it is a big improvement over the first generation and I hope they make more lenses but with less popular focals like a 28 or an 18. I know some of you will say, oh, another 85mm lens, but it is good that we have options. Competition is always good, and some brands are not available on all markets, so think about other people as well. I think AstrHori did a great job with this lens, and if you are looking for something like this, you should consider it. If this video was helpful, please subscribe, like and use the links in the description at no extra cost to you. Thank you for watching, see you next time.